Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mias, and today I'm actually going to be going over the metagame breakdown for the OCG thanks to Road of the King. And let's just see if we are going to have to worry about the same things as they are worrying about right now, because obviously everybody knows that Virtual World was taking over for a while, but actually things have changed for once. So let's see, Virtual World is taking 21.9%, which is very typical for a very good tier 1 deck. Like 20+% is kind of scary, and then Zodiac is 9.6, which is very respectable, getting second place, which makes a lot of sense because of course one Zodiac monster breaks at least 2 negates, kind of scary. And then Phantom Knights, well, I mean, it breaks a full board through 2 negates. Phantom Knight, 8.2%. This is actually shocking. We're going to actually see why this is such a high number very soon. Thunder Dragon, by the way, Thunder Dragon is randomly better in the OCG than in the TCG because the effect of Thunder Dragon Super Bolt is completely different. It's actually much better in the OCG because it says, I think, must first be special summoned by the weird summoning condition, and then you can start using Thunder Dragon Hawk to revive it back from your banished and stuff. But in the TCG, it's like must be special summoned by the summoning condition. So yeah, either by fusion summoning or, like, you know, tributing a Thunder Dragon the turn you use the Thunder effect from the hand. And then, you know, Prank Kid's kind of random, but I mean, it makes sense, to be fair. It's like one card combo city. Code Talker, Eldritch, Dragma Invoked. Tri Brigade makes no sense. I don't understand why Tri Brigade is doing, like, solid. I just can't see. Maybe there's something that I'm missing. And then Others. Hey, Others is the best deck in the game. Let's just all play Others. Anyways, what even are the Others decks? Okay, yeah, Danger, Dark World, Tempest, Magician, FTK. This was significantly better last metagame breakdown than it is right now, and then 2 Dragon Maid, those numbers are actually not changing. Mythical Beast, Endymion, whatever. Salamangreat, Cyber Dragon, Drytron, only 1 Drytron, interesting. People are just not, they didn't, like, catch up on that. Oh, wow. Okay, and the other decks, Evil Twin and the other thingy, Magistus or something, like, they're not doing well. I mean, Magistus as a deck is 100% unplayable, but as kind of like a baby engine, it makes sense, you know? I mean, not a lot of Magistus cards, because for the most part, they're, like, really, really bad, but yeah. Dragma Generator, Dragon Link, Inferno, Nomeron, Sky Striker, Spiral, Subterra, Water Synchro, Zephyr. What even is Water Synchro? Is that even a deck? Makes no sense. That's such a generic-ass title. Super broad means nothing. Okay, this is insane, and this might actually create a huge meta trend in the TCG, and this is why I'm covering this video, is that people are main decking 1 Artifact Lancea in their deck now. So this is a 2-in-1, because the thing is, it's kind of like Nibiru in a way where it's so incredibly impactful because it has a lingering effect on your opponent, and also it completely plays around 3 Tactical Talents because you can just use it on draw phase and standby. Your opponent cannot use Disparity or Desire, sorry, I was just, you know, and also he cannot use Spot of Extravagance either, so even when you're playing against control decks like Altergeist or Subterror, if they bricked and they have to rely on Extravagance and have no other starter plays, well, Artifact Lancea that you're shotgunning that is technically supposed to be here for combo ends up being not too bad against control too, so hey, why not, why not? Yeah, Artifact Lancea, and also the secondary utility is that you are scared yourself of Artifact Lancea, so if you play at least 1, then Crossout Designator can start negating it, so having like a nice variety in the kind of hand traps that you play is really important, kinda. And are you also realizing something else, is that people are seriously playing the bare minimum of hand traps in the deck. Only 2 Maxi and 3 Ash, that's nothing, because Ash, they're not really playing it as a hand trap, but as a, like, additional copies of Call by the Grave to counter Maxi, because Maxi is the biggest hand trap in the entire game by far way better than Nibiru. Oh my god, not even debatable. And outside of that, everything is super standard, super stapley. There's just no innovation anymore. People are even playing 42, which just proves that people just want to put cards in the deck and say just fuck it. I just want to have a deck that plays cards to beat you, and that's it. Every deck just looks super identical. There really is no innovation. So the only kind of skill is how well can you pilot the deck. That's basically it, honestly. And Talimium 7 is actually a pretty decent card. You can revive back your Lao Lao, and then make Gaia Dragon the Thunder Charger, make Negalogia, and yeah, that's pretty not bad. And then for the side deck, whatever, Yeah, MST. Wow, that's actually interesting. People are playing MST over Cyclone because, yes, Artifact Lancea, it really is that scary. So, yeah, do keep that in mind. I made the video for a reason, the MST against Cyclone video. If you haven't watched it already, go check it now. I mean, after you're done watching this video. Hey, Zodiac is the second best deck, so why are they good, huh? Well, they actually have quite a few good matchups, and the thing is, if they're playing Solemn Strike, they can kind of get your opponent stuck in a really annoying way. So considering there will be no Buster Lock, when the TCG will actually have access to that. If you're playing, let's say, a Pendulum deck that makes a lot of, like, Omni Negates that are not proactive, that are actually reactive, like, even if you have, like, 5 Big Daddy Endymion with Jackal Kings and stuff like that, a single Zodiac plus Strike outs everything because they attempt to negate and then you just change Strike. You know, it's a quick effect, so whatever. You can't really do anything to protect yourself from that. So Strike can actually combo very well with Negalogia, and it protects yourself from, I guess, in this situation, they said Eldritch and Pankratops, which... I mean, I guess Pankratops is what, a 2 of in the OCG? In the TCG it's only a 1 of, so, you know, it's just like a bonus that you have, but it's not the main utility. And one thing that kind of shocks me here is that for once in my life, I actually see someone playing 2 Ram, but still play 3 Viper. I kind of would have done it the other way around because I honestly feel like thanks to Negalogia, your Zodiac monsters have a lot of built-in utility anyway, so I kind of feel like this one is probably the worst. But people are actually dropping infinite impermanence from their deck, like completely. So, you know, being able to protect yourself from a trap card that targets might not necessarily the best thing anymore, and also Barrage is only at 1, whether you're in the TCG or in the OCG, so are you really going to float with Ram that often? I don't think so. Bunny Blast, I shockingly think this is actually a better card. I mean, not a better card per se, because it's a better card in situational situations. Like, for example, if you're going first, you're not making freaking Mega Clops pass because that's just retarded. Like, you're not really putting all the eggs in your basket. So Rat, send Bunny Blast, and then make a bunch of Xyz, and then Drancia pop your own Bunny Blast or recycle back Rat, and then next turn you can send Barrage, and when you revive back Bunny Blast, you can crash it, recycle back Barrage, and then from just a single Rat, you are able to play a 1-card Yu-Gi-Oh kind of game. So, you know, that's actually pretty interesting. And really, this deck honestly just thrives on the fact that it plays a lot of cards that allow you to be ahead in the game soon. So, you know, Hand Traps, Utility, Called by the Grave, Cyclone, Strike, Imperial Order. Ice Dragon's Prison is not only a good card early game, but also late game, because if both players are actually being like grinded out of their resources, Ice Dragon Prison can not only beat your opponent's boss monster even more, or steal a good, powerful monster your opponent has and kind of use it to kill your opponent, like in beatdown mode. And if you're playing Book of Moon too, which I think is a really good card, by the way, I think Book of Moon and Dimensional Barrier are either good main deck, or, I mean, no, D-Barrier is not really a main deck card. D-Barrier can actually be seeing play in the side deck, because it's also very, very good against thingy, Virtual World. If you call Synchro, they're kind of panicking, no? I mean, they really cannot make VFD at all. They really need at least 1 Synchro, because they can't use the effect of Chooch twice to boost your monster to 9, so whatever they do, they cannot get to VFD. And without any Synchro monsters, look at the amount of cards that they lose. And it's not even like they had access to Link. It's really just Synchro and Xyz. And I think I can deal with their Xyz. Obviously, if they make like Break Sword and stuff into Negalogia, it kind of can be annoying, but you know, there's always worse. Lancea is a good card. It's probably one of your best calls. I would say, to a certain extent, main decking 3 Lancea in your deck makes a lot of sense. We're going to see this soon enough. Actually, I'm definitely going to make a video on how good Lancea is to main deck, like what decks can it beat and stuff. But this is very interesting. I would also like to know the reasoning behind playing Ghost Bell. Yeah, I guess, I don't know, like to my eyes, Ghost Bell and DD Crow are kind of like identical cards in a way, but Ghost Bell can protect you from Called by the Grave, while DD Crow is better in case your opponent is using something that doesn't actually... I don't know, like DD Crow handles better cards like Mizuki, right? Because on top of your opponent having to pay cost, you're also banishing the card that they're trying to revive back, whereas Ghost Bell, you know, they kind of just keep it in the grave, so next turn they can do the same thing with another Mizuki or Monster Reborn or something like that, so not too big of a fan. And then the side deck, I guess, 2 Nibiru, 2 Phantasme, I think they really like 2 ofs. Then 1 Regeki, 1 Dark Hole, triple Macrocosmos. This is interesting because they would have to have specific back row removal for a deck that can definitely win the game without back row, so that's actually a really annoying card, and the fact that it's a 3, oh my god, imagine having to deal with that. Yeah, moving forward, this is the bomb, the juice of the video, so Phantom Knight. This guy actually went 5-1-1 in, I guess all of their tournaments are 3v3, right? Literally insane. 35 teams, 105 participants. Yo, coronavirus doesn't exist, guys. Let's go to OCG land, Asia. He built his deck for more stable opening because he really wants to make Utopic Future Dragon and actually have 2 Fog Blades, so even if you get Dark Ruler or like any of that bullshit, you're not scared. However, this deck actually has a dreadful matchup against Lancea, so would I ever play Phantom Knight anytime soon? Absolutely not. Because yes, you eat 1 Lancea, you lose. But with 3 Cross-Out Designator and 2 Gall by the Grave, why not? Kinda tempted. This guy actually went for like a really weird approach. 3 Ancient Cloak, 3 Silent Boots, 3 Torn Skill, only 1 Ragged Gloves, and no Strained Greaves. What? I mean, it makes sense, but only because they have more good dangers. Like, we have 1 of each of the good dangers. Obviously, if you're playing Nessie in Phantom Knight, you're actually insanely stupid, because you really don't want to draw Nessie. If you summon it, it's actually a neg-1, it does nothing on the field. Unless if you actually can make, like, a Cherubini and then make Rusty with the Nessie, but that's actually a very bad mentality to have in the game. Oh yeah, let's just play a card that's only good if I can actually just also draw very other good cards with it. No. Yeah, Orochimaru and Shaman are better. Only 2 Tour Guide. I don't know if it's a 2 or 3. Doesn't really matter. Graphs here. Libic. Interesting. Alright. Well, I mean, in the TCG, you don't really have to commit to Libic, because you can just play, you can play 2 of these 2 guys, or you can play 2 Graph, 1 Seer, and 1 Farfall or 1 Scarm. It's really up to you, honestly. If you really want, like a follow-up play or something. Psychic Tracer, Psychic Wielder, whatever, I don't even know. I hate those cards, I think they suck. Kagemusha Knight is significantly better, I think, because it chain blocks the Tour Guide, which actually does matter a bit. I actually did a bit more in-depth research. It makes the combo slightly smoother. You'd rather get ashed on a Graph than get ashed on a Tour Guide, and it's hard to explain, but it actually makes sense, trust me. And then yeah, Lancea, double Maxi, triple Ash, double Call by the Grave, triple Cross-Out, Taroda, triple Fogblade, right? Oh wow, did I actually play 3 or did I play 2? I forgot, but he's actually not going for the rank up magic. Why? The rank up magic is really good, but yeah, no, sure, no, okay, yeah, sure, he doesn't really want to break. But that makes no freaking sense because Shade Brigandine sucks ass. It's like, it's not good at all. And 1 infinite, but that makes a lot of sense because of Cross-Out Designator. So I can't really complain when I see someone play a 1-of hand shop because I instantly know what they're trying to do. And it makes just so much sense. And when we're actually going to have this card in the TCG Cross-Out Designator, you yourself, you watching this video, will probably start playing random 1-ofs in your deck literally just because of that. Oh, I don't want to get Lightning Stormed or Duster. Time to play 1. It's easy to play 1 Duster though. It's limited, right? It's hard to play more than 1. I can tell you that. Anyways, the extra deck, interesting. Downward Magician. Oh, that's kind of cute, honestly. The rest, I mean, oh, yo, I feel like I've seen this exact same side deck. It's literally identical. What? It's actually identical. Yo, nice creativity, guys. Let's go. Anyways, Thunder Dragons, this is also super spicy, and I love the mentality behind it. So, Dino-Miscus is a gem against Virtual World, and the reason for that is because you actually get... It's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Not only are you preventing them from special summoning the Virtual World monster from their hand if they target a monster, but also you're getting rid of that monster, and they cannot send like a spell or trap from their deck to the grave, so they can't send a spell to search another monster, and that kind of slows them down like significantly. It's honestly really, really huge, and yeah, just... Man, Dino-Miscus is fantastic. And it's kind of free in this deck and also outs Mystic Mine. So even if you don't play like back row removal, you're good. But do I like Allure of Darkness and Disparity and Desires in the same deck? Not a big fan. And also only 2 Bestial, 1 Avian, 1 Aeon, and 2 of this guy? What? That's kind of sketch. And 3 eggs. I don't know. The ratio seems shaky because he's playing Allure. If he wasn't playing Allure and he was doing something like that... I mean, sorry, the Aeon is a 1-of anyways. The Hawk, I feel like in pure Thunder Dragons, you really want to play like 2 or 3. And Bestial is really good with Allure, so I don't know, this doesn't make sense to me. And also, if he's playing 6 Chops that are 3-ofs, why not play Chop Trick at this point? And good Chop... yeah, like you could be playing a second copy of Ice Dragon's Prison, and then squeeze in Chop Trick by cutting some irrelevant bad draw cards. Like, Allure really sucks here, and Desires. Just commit either to drawing cards, or excavating and then being prevented from drawing cards. So, I don't know. I'm not a big fan. Elder Entity Entis, you're not playing Dragma Punishment, aren't you? Yeah, he's not playing Dragma Punishment, but Entis is there when your opponent actually uses Maximus Dragma. But why would you play 2 Entis when you can just do 1 Entis, 1 Nova, 1 Merkaba? That's significantly better. And then the rest, yeah, I have nothing to say. The rest looks fine. Book of Moon. Xyz on Core, right? Yeah, that's actually a really good way of outing the VFD without them being able to respond or do anything. But it's just a one-of? I don't know. Side decks actually look kind of shaky in the OCG, not gonna lie. I don't know what's up with the mentality behind some... For example, like, why is Nibiru always a 2-of? Like, in literally every... A 1-of Nibiru, nice. Oh, no, sorry. It's a 1-of because he's actually afraid of getting Nibiru'd. So, you know, cross-out Designator. 2, I don't know. 1, yeah, same logic. Okay, sure. Alright, I guess cross-out Designator really is that impactful. That is the conclusion, basically. Well, not really, but kind of. So, Virtual World, Zodiac, Phantom Knight, and Thunder Dragons, where also, well, Prank Kids are doing relatively good, so that's what you have to worry about, and this is also what I will be worrying about myself, even though I do not play the game. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, because that would actually mean so much to me. I thank you regardless, though, for your support. You are the nicest human on earth, and I love you. Thank you very much. Take care. Peace.